Okay. Welcome, Johnny Fumball members, to the Week 6 NFL Sunday preview. We'd like to welcome you to our garden studio, a slightly more informal setting.
We're doing renovations on the main studio.
Yeah.
Upgrades.
Looking at sorting out the sound. There's putting some egg boxes in the walls just to increase the quality. So, speaking of informal setting, beer us, Rick. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think we do need those.
Beer, please.
Don't get in the way of the camera. So we thought we'd start things off with one of the trades that happened that we hadn't yet discussed on Thursday Night Football. Very late trade.
Snuck it in at the end there.
How can we describe this trade? Shit.
Yeah, rather flaccid. Rather flaccid.
Is that it? Is that all you got?
That's it.
Carl desperate for running backs, throwing away his only good player. The only good player he had left. I mean, Carl, I think if he had just held on a little bit longer, waited for Le'Veon to come back, accepted that you're going to lose everything before that, you would have been fine. But here we are.
Couldn't wait.
But, I mean,
No
the
patience.
worst part is that Carl included an extra player in that trade. Whoa, you might call that on my fucking laptop.
Thank you very much, Rick. Thank you.
Okay. Could have held on, waited for Le'Veon to come
Carl.
back, lost to me.
Carl.
That's it.
Carl, come on. You're actually not invited to this Sunday game week bra because of that trade.
Don't come later. We
Just
don't
don't
want
come.
you.
Don't.
Unless you bring your nachos, you can bring your nachos.
Yeah, and a dip, a nice dip. I like the biltong flavour. It's my favourite.
Okay, very good. Okay,
Moving on to the matchups of the
moving on
week.
to the matchups. We have. Oh no, Rick! Okay. Farewell. Thank you
ahead.
very much. Thank you very much.
Rick.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's
Cheers.
do a beer review. Looks like beer, tastes like beer. Not yet. There's lots of head.
It's a good bird.
Whoa. Rick,
bird.
I think you fucked up the leg when you moved the table.
Very well done, Rick. Very well done.
Okay.
Delicious.
So first matchup of the
That
week.
is yummy.
We have Farewell El Guapo, Gareth, against Shane, the start of something good.
The person who has El Guapo now? Does he? Who has El Guapo now? Who did he trade El Guapo?
We just discussed it. Carl.
What, was that part of the trade?
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention who Mark Evans was being traded for. Mark Evans for El Guapo, the handsome one. Google that. That's what El
Who's the
Guapo
other
means,
dude?
by the way.
Oh, Alex.
It means the handsome one in Spanish. Alex Collins and Carlos Hyde,
Oh,
aka
no.
El Guapo.
Okay.
Great trade.
We were only focused on
Let's
Carl's
go.
guy.
Let's go back to the matchup. So we have Gareth, very, very disappointing performance from Odell on Thursday Night Football. Almost as disappointing as Wendell Smallwood, although no one picked up Odell off the waivers.
27 Fabianos on Wendell. For how many points?
Well, how many draft picks on Odell? A very high one. Okay,
It's a bit of a salty
7.4 from Gareth. Looking at his matchups, we've got Cam Newton, Tariq Cohen. He had a good week 2 weeks ago. We don't know what he's going to do. Chris Carson. Chris Carson is going to kill it. Very
Possibly.
good one. Good call, Gareth.
Possibly. But there's that other dude, Mark Davis.
He's got the newly acquired Mark Evans. Although Mark Davis might take some touches away. Newly
Possibly.
acquired Mark Evans, Gareth. This is going to be a big one.
That
This
will be.
might fuck Shane up. I think. Although Odell was very poor, we're hoping for some compensation from the Mark Evans. Jordan Reed, Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper. Let's not go back to that trade.
Let's just
forget it
stop
ever
talking.
happened.
Let's stop talking about Amari in general.
Let's stop talking about Gareth's team. Let's
Okay.
move on to Shane's.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Very good looking team.
A lot
Unlike
better.
Gareth-
A lot better than a week ago. This team is looking. I have to say.
Yeah.
A lot better.
Unlike Gareth, none of his players have played, so he's got all to play for. He's got Tom Brady at QB, a classic Shane move. He's pretty much the only guy that's ever played Tom Brady. And then look at those running backs. David Johnson and Run CMC. That is fire.
Pretty fire that.
Absolute fire.
Pretty
And then
fiery.
you look at his wide receivers, Adam Thielen and Tyreek Hill. That is equally spicy.
It's quite
But
flary
Adam
for Shane,
Thielen,
I have to say.
a little bit too flary.
Like, what is going on with the league this year?
Suspiciously.
Yeah, very suspiciously flary. Right.
So we've
Run
got Adam
CMC,
Thielen,
Adam.
solid floor, fucking solid floor. Tyreek, much lower floor, but the upside
Basically, Shane
potential
wins
to
this
go.
week.
Yeah, Shane wins. Eric
Shane
Ebron,
wins.
Robert Woods, and the Jags D, who might score a lot against Dak Prescott and the boys. Okay. On to
Gareth
our
has
next.
just been trade raped, and now he's about to be raped again, thanks to a trade.
Okay. Our next matchup of the week. We have Chris versus Rory. I don't want to say Chris.
It's a big
Chris,
one.
Chris, you haven't changed your
It's a
name
big
since
one.
you lost to Mark. It's Yeesh, man,
I
shit, man.
actually changed that after I lost to Mark.
And Rory's player
It
one.
was for my new game.
Rory,
week.
you're already almost redundant league member, and that's the team name you're gonna go
Who?
with. Player one. Fucking Rory.
Who?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Not ringing any bells.
No. Okay. So Chris. Chris is balls deep in the Green Bay Packers this week.
I'm
has
loving
the
the
divine Lord
cheeseheads.
himself, Aaron Rodgers.
Praise him.
Praise the Lord. Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams, who are going to fucking drop some points on the San Francisco 49ers, who just don't have any players left.
Yeah, Shanahan, you're gonna be in for some trouble this week, my friend. Aaron Jones is gonna run all over you,
So
boy.
we have Joe Mixon returning back, returning from injury.
2 week knee rehab.
Yeah. Sorry, Gio Bernard. Sean has formally apologized, I understand, to Giovanni Bernard. Was it him? He tweeted at him, saying that he was going to be Judd. Cool. That's very
Very good.
surprising.
Very good call, Rick.
Out of
very
character.
good call.
Out of character, Sean. Apologizing.
Well,
Calvin Ridley.
This is a new
Calvin
Sean.
Ridley might have some serious flames. We've got Will Fuller, who's playing against the Buffalo D, strangest D. Buffalo confuses
Very
me. I stay the fuck away
inconsistent.
from them. I don't have any clue what's going on.
They're gonna be very shit this week.
But the
Very shit.
Texans D against against Josh Allen.
Against the Fabulos.
It's not going to
Come on, JJ. Sack him dead.
So move on to Rory. Andrew Luck. He's going to be hitting my boy Ryan Grant all day. He
All day,
is a
every
real
day.
person. Fuck, Ryan Grant does exist.
Pretty sure he just returns kicks that
He's
guy.
waiting for TY to come back. Okay, so then he's living in the past a bit with Shady McCoy. There is talk that he might go to the Eagles.
There is talk.
That would make Shady a lot better.
But yeah, I don't.
But fuck
I
you,
don't see big
Wendell's my
things.
boy. Melvy G, smooth. Melvy
Against
G.
a tough D, against a very tough D, good old Mel VG.
Oh, the Cleveland.
that
They're playing
around.
Cleveland, dude.
Yeah, playing Miles Garrett and the boys. Mel VG is going to get pounded. He's going to get pounded to the turf.
Taking a pound town.
He's going to get taken there.
Julio Jones.
Ooh,
I mean, is he even exciting anymore?
he's scary.
He's scary.
He's
but
scary.
like-
Going up against Julio, I don't care if Julio's got the turf toe or anything like that. He's scary.
doesn't offer much for me.
Very
I must admit. Tyler Boyd, Travis Kelce against New England. Now that is my most. I'm very excited
terrified.
for that matchup.
I am absolutely terrified of that one.
Kansas City Patriots.
I actually
Could
had
go
a
either
dream
way.
last night that Travis Kelce scored a hat trick.
A hat trick.
Yeah,
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
I don't think that's the thing in the NFL.
3
I've
touchdowns.
never-
He scored 3 touchdowns.
Is
Nicholas.
hat trick a real term
Okay.
in the NFL?
Okay.
I don't think so.
But anyways, I had a dream about him scoring touchdowns. I was very happy to wake up to find out that it was just a dream, but it still could happen. Unfortunately.
We have Brandon Cooks.
I thought he was
went pretty
injured.
big last
Didn't
week.
he get a concussion?
I don't know. He's got a little red thing next to his name. Don't really care enough to look at it.
Maybe he's got a few screws loose up in there, up in that jaw.
Vikings D, and that's it. That's all. Okay. So we haven't even predicted the matchups. Oh, let's go back to
Victory for Gerrarrahee, man.
Gareth-
Shit, man.
Yeah. Okay. But how many?
I don't
Call
know.
it 10. Call it 10.
12.
Shane is going to
Leave
kill
out 12.
Gareth this week. We forgot to mention that. Shane is going to destroy Gareth.
I said he'll win.
Apologies, Gareth. Who?
Shane?
Yeah.
We did say he'll win.
Destroy him by about 7 points. Okay.
I'd say more.
Now we're moving on to one of the highly anticipated matchups. Johnny Alouette. Is that still his name?
Possibly.
Didn't heed our call. Maybe Johnny will play for a team in the NFL and you'll be able to pick him up.
Maybe.
Most probably not.
Maybe. But anyways, he's up
So-
against the big boy.
Hide and Zeke.
Hide and Zeke.
And on that note, we do have a special guest.
Special guest appearance.
Slightly worse dressed, but
Slightly a bit of an understatement.
Yeah. So
I don't know if it's because he's badly dressed or we just dressed really, really well.
let's put it
I
down to that.
suspect the former.
I think we dressed very, very well. Rick, so yeah, feel free to join us. Do try fix that leg on the way through. It's got a little bit loose.
Oh, fix our shit. We're already breaking our studio.
Move up.
Shift over.
Quickly, it's recording. We probably could edit this
Shifties. Rick just suddenly appears in the shot.
Welcome, hello, thank you. Yes, I just welcome
I'd like
myself.
to
I
welcome
don't.
Rick to the video podcast. Rick, would you like to have a claim to fame? Any comments, any banter you'd like to throw out?
The
Before we
first
get
thing I'd like to
proceedings
say
on the
is
way
that
in?
when I face criticism for still having Hyde in my name, it is a
And bad
protest.
and bad attire.
Yeah, my bad attire
What's
is
it
just
concise
because
for?
comfort comes before
Did you not prepare?
style. Can I just make one point? Is that
It's windy.
Hyde is still in my team, the name, because it's a protest against Mark's hypocrite.
Hypocrisy.
That one, hypocrisy.
Give me a lighter, Rick.
Sure,
Oh, Rick's wearing his NFL pants though.
I have.
Good
I
film.
have. There we go, sir.
Was
Right,
Rick,
so
was
always
Rick done
prepared.
throwing his banter? Was that
Love
it?
No. We're going to move on. We'll go
Let's
through
move
the
on.
matchup.
Talk about Mark's team, Rick.
So, Big Ben, I don't know why he's still in the lineup. Big Ben on the road against Cincinnati.
We
It's
all
not-
know
it's
Big
not
Ben
a
on the
good-
road.
It's not a good
Whoa!
matchup. I've kept quiet about it, you know. Let Mark make his bad decisions. He'll regret that one.
Probably.
Yeah. Poor call.
Okay. Well, what do you feel about his two running backs? You know, Sony Michel did do very well last week,
Yeah, but Sony Michel does have that Q next to
but
his name.
he's also a Patriots running back.
Questionable.
He is questionable.
Bill's probably going to be like, he spent time with his girlfriend last night.
Yeah.
Not
He-
allowed to play.
Yeah. I mean, that just opens it up for James White, who happens to be on my lineup. So, you know, big
I don't
investment
think they really affect each
The
other.
only
James White's a
Patriots
receiver.
we want to talk about is Josh Gordon.
Yeah, basically.
We will get onto that.
We'll get onto that later.
We will get onto
I
that.
mean, honestly, guys, I don't know why we're talking about this matchup. Because
James
White's
White,
team
he's
isn't
going-
that exciting.
Okay,
James
no,
White's going
but
off,
like, you
mate.
say his team's
He's
not
going
that
off.
exciting, but he's got Antonio Brown and Nuke. That is probably the hardest
But I
wide
mean, that
receiver combination.
it doesn't
in the
make his team exciting. It just means that he abused his friendship with Gareth.
Like some cherry.
I mean, we've discussed this. Are we really going to go back to this trade?
league. There was definitely a little boys' weekend away where
Yeah.
you know Gareth easy to convince.
Easy, especially yeah.
I agree.
So yes,
I
his wide receivers off Larry. I mean, at the end of the day, if he does win, it's just going to be because Michael Thomas is on bye.
Oh, hit him again, Rick. Hit him
But
again.
he's definitely not going to win. I see myself coming out of this one at least 10 points ahead.
Oh, one more, Rick.
Yeah.
One more.
No, I don't think he's
Talk
worth
about
one
your
more.
team. You haven't talked about your team.
Look, I
Who
mean,
even
it's
plays?
easy. I mean, obviously, I've rested old Thomas. He needs the break. He's on bye. But I picked up Sanu against Tampa Bay.
Oh,
I think it's going to be quite flary. I see at least 2 touchdowns in that game.
knockout
we should,
blow.
We should
Knockout
probably
blow.
mention that there was a little bit talk out back of who Rick should be playing at flex this week. He had a
There
difficult
is.
conundrum.
There is.
I thought
Yeah.
we'd put it on paper that your choices were between. You want to play Doug Baldwin. Fine,
Want
correct.
to was a strong term.
Yeah.
I feel like I was forced to.
He was feeling
But
strongly inclined to play
I
Dougie.
took some advice from some professionals, and I've decided to go ahead with playing old Dion
Monkeys.
Lewis at the flex.
Very good. Very
Yeah,
good decision.
Dion Lewis,
Yeah.
the flex, you know. Everyone's sought after flex, Dion Lewis.
Rick, your
Everyone
team
wants to
actually
play that
looks
guy.
pretty good. But I just worry about James White.
James White's going off, bro.
I don't worry about James, White because
It's
is
actually
going off
very
this
like
week.
New England versus Kansas is going to be an absolute shootout. Pretty sure
Yes.
there's going to be at least 40
Or it
points for
could
each
be
team.
a 10 points to 11 Titans.
having James
first.
White on your team is basically like having a third wide receiver slot.
Okay,
True.
Rick, we're done talking about your team now.
All right, cool. Well, we
And-
haven't even spoken about
and
feed me
Mark's
more
team.
Zeke.
LeBron, fuck that monkey up.
That's
Okay.
right. That's more interesting than my matchup.
It's pretty exciting. I don't know. I think he's going to wreck him. Okay.
Let's move on.
Okay, let's get to the second most exciting. Okay, not exciting. Second most
Important.
game with the second highest season implication. How do I say that? I don't know.
An important matchup.
A very important matchup. This is Saka. I mean, as Carl's name suggests, Saka playoff match 1. My name suggests that I'm already going to be the Saka and that I'm picking Saquan Barkley first pick next season.
Keep a league. Keep a league.
Yeah. Oh yes, for the keeper league, I get Saquon. I'm pretty happy about that. So let's
Long-term
talk about my
investment.
team. Patrick Mahomes against New England. I mean, he's had some tough matchups. He's going to get at least 35 this week. Call it 35.
30, I think,
2
is going
passing
off.
touchdowns are going to go to Kareem. So Kareem is probably going to get a good 30 this week. Delvin Cook is questionable. Difficult hamstring. I'm going to give him. I mean, he's got a very
More
easy
than 2
matchup.
points? More than 2?
Worst rush defense in the league has the Arizona Cardinals. So I'm
Okay.
going to go with Delvin. I'm going to give him
Basically,
15.
Minnesota's
Time
backup
Handy.
running back is going off.
Okay, but
Going
who,
off
okay,
today.
Who's actually going off? Josh Gordon.
Oh, Joshy G.
Josh Gordon
Joshy
is going to
G.
score about. He's going to score
30.
about 4 touchdowns. He's
Well-
going to get a hat trick and then an extra one.
I mean, I've heard that Bill Belichick is actually encouraging the Gweens on Josh Gordon. He thinks it refines his skills,
Yeah.
makes him better.
Makes him lit.
Yeah, and with recent laws coming into effect in South Africa, Bill Belichick has said, okay, yeah, weed is basically legal now.
Shout out to
Go
our,
for it, Josh,
our
go for
marijuana
it.
growing in the gutter there.
Shh.
We'll show you just now. Shh. Okay.
I'm excited.
Geronimo, I had no choice but to play him. If he plays, Rogers is going to throw many touchdowns, maybe one will go to him. Austin Hooper, easiest matchup of the weekend. I just hope...
Hold on,
DNV!
Why are you not playing your boy White Chocolate in that flex spot? That's the real question here.
He's fucking Smallwood. I know, Rick. I've disappointed everyone.
I mean, Geronimo Allison could still be taken out for White Chocolate.
No, they're playing the 49ers.
Fair enough.
At Jut Central.
Well,
okay. Then we have Carl. Should we just go through his team? Okay. We have Kirk Cousins, Carlos Hyde, aka El Guapo, Tevin Coleman. The Judd Turkey's back, as far as I'm aware. I'm not
Incorrect.
Really aware. Carl was telling me while we were getting massive, doing some chest, that Deshaun
Chest day,
Jackson
best day.
and Julian Edelman are the two best wide receivers in the league. Okay, he
Wow.
didn't say that. He didn't say
Wow.
that. Sorry, Carl, but
he would be objectively wrong.
pretty shit
He sort of
combination.
did, though.
Pretty shit
He
combination.
sort of did, yeah.
Let's just say it's a pretty shit combination.
Yeah.
Okay, the Gronk, it fucking scares me. I may have had a nightmare about Gronk.
Really? You're also
I'm
having
a
some
little
bad
bit
dreams.
afraid. I'm sort of jumping on the
Honestly, the
nightmare
times we live
bandwagon.
in, with players going off, doing nothing, and then going
And
off
Carl's
again.
playing the Ravens D. Oh, the defense I drafted. He's playing them against.
Why'd you drop them?
I've
That
got
is a
the
good
Eagles
question.
D.
Okay, what did they
That doesn't
do?
really answer the question.
Yeah.
No, it
Hey,
doesn't.
fuck you, monkey.
He's
But I do understand.
the Queens.
Gronk is the only good player left in Carl's team.
Guys, he's a monkey. Like,
Oh, I thank you, sir.
That's pretty cool. Okay, now, guys, our matchup of the week. Let's spend some time on this one.
The matchup.
We've got Saquan versus Blessum. Sean getting a little bit lazy this season with the team names. He's jumped on the Hard Knocks bandwagon. Look, Sean, change your team name.
Yeah.
We had enough of this shit.
Very unSean-like.
Mark is
First of
rubbing
all,
off you too
winning,
much.
very
Rubbing
unSean-like.
off on
Not
you.
changing your team name shows a complete lack of flair. And thirdly, Sean, you are terrible winner. Terrible winner.
Mostly.
It's most important. Most
Christopher?
important reason.
I'm
Thank you,
done.
Ricardo.
I'm going to go fuck up that monkey.
No, Rick, you still offer your opinions.
Complete
Okay.
lack of respect
Yeah.
for the video podcast.
He's never coming back.
Never
He's
ever.
Never coming
But
back.
he will fetch us more beers.
Jameis Winston. Okay, let's start with Saquan. Jameis Winston, Jordan
monkeys,
Howard,
bro.
newly acquired Jordan Howard.
Yeah.
Was it last week? Was this week?
It was
It
this
was
one.
the trade. We discussed it on our Thursday night football preview.
We actually didn't even mention Jordan Howard. We were just like, oh,
forgot
this
that
guy
he
for this
existed.
guy, yeah.
We got it wrong.
Yeah.
So this week we did make sure that we got the trade right. We didn't mention Duke Johnson because he was Gareth immediately traded him for a kicker. There's no bigger insult to a player than being traded for a kicker.
In a league where we don't play kickers.
Yeah, sure.
Very
And
insulting.
fucking Gareth. Okay, so whew,
Okay,
Brent Trell. Okay, we haven't mentioned it. Saquon Barkley. Holy shit.
yeah.
33.4 points. He
In a
He
team
went
where the
crazy.
Giants were fucking guck.
No, Rick, don't
Guck,
actually
guck,
bring
guck.
beers. Like, Chris has a whole beer. He's had like 2 sips. But thank you.
Two
Thank you,
sips
Rick.
of
Just come back.
Lumberjack.
Come sit down. You're gonna talk about Sean's team. Keenan Allen and Stephon Diggs.
Sean, you better watch out. Mr. Banter himself is
okay.
coming to hit you with
Okay,
some flair.
hey, shut up.
Some fire.
Hey, speak to the camera. We've. Oh, you're speaking to the camera. Sorry. I thought you were talking to Rick because Rick was doing something. Brendan's team. Brendan probably has the most depth out of everyone. Let's put it that way. He's got some serious depth in his team, but like, I feel that Brent Trell's been trading the wrong way. He's been diluting his potency.
Yeah, he's been trading for
For-
depth instead of starters.
Yeah.
Basically what's
I mean,
been
unless
happening.
you're really expecting a serious amount of injuries or for an entire team to die in a plane crash.
I suppose
like,
you never know. Jordan Howard might just go off.
I
Might just
suppose
go
so.
off because the Bears are suddenly a decent team now.
But like Brendan has such good players just chilling on his bench doing nothing. Like Brent Trell, like trade them. You should have traded to Carl.
Even me.
Can
even
we just
me.
mention that Carl? This is who you should have traded with, not for those 2 idiots. I'm sure you could have gotten at least 3 good players. You could have got 3 good players.
Nick's a bit
from
salty
Brent
about
Trell
this trade, it seems.
for Mark Evans.
I think Nick's a little bit too invested in this
I
trade,
think
to be
Nick
honest.
wanted Mark Evans.
Guys,
if I'm honest.
can I? Okay, I'm just gonna lay it out there for the league. If I had good players, I would trade.
I highly doubt it. You are the worst person to trade with.
I'm definitely not.
Yeah, Rick actually said that today, that Nick is the worst to trade with. Wasn't there a poll for this? That's who's the worst to trade with. Who won?
Guys, I don't know who won.
I'm not sure if everyone voted, but the last time I checked, it was
I think
definitely Nick by a
Nick.
large
Okay,
margin.
I think Nick is the worst to trade with,
Let's take this
despite
opportunity.
having the most trade advice.
Okay, let's take this opportunity to tell everyone to please vote in the polls.
100%.
We have a very poor turnout. I don't know if turnout is the right word.
People aren't coming out and voting, basically.
You guys need to come out to make that vote. If you don't vote, you can't complain. Okay. So don't come up
You're
with
the
your,
one
don't come
complaining.
with your opinions later in the season.
You're the one
saying,
complaining
"Oh, no."
about being the most voted and most hated person.
What?
You were like
Very accurate.
voted to be the most hated person on virtue of being the worst trader.
True.
No, that's definitely not
That's
true.
how it
You are the
works.
worst
I'm
trader.
the worst trader because I have the worst team.
No, you're the worst trader
Even though
because...
over many years,
Yes.
people have noticed that Nick's trading is
Horrible.
cutthroat.
I've made many trades.
I know.
Rick is nearly
You've tried to
yet
rape
lose his
people many a
virginity.
time.
No, I've made trades.
Who?
You just don't know.
Oh, we don't know.
First year I traded with Shane.
I'm sure.
I did.
Oh yeah.
Check the record book.
Me too. I've made so many trades with Rory. Yeah, let's just throw random like people like
Check the record book.
people that know it, like they don't speak in the group.
Then put a bet online. On air right now.
Okay, let's start a poll right. Okay, we're gonna figure out this poll. We forgot about Sean's team first. We need to actually discuss Sean's team.
There's not much to talk about. It's the best team in the league.
Okay,
It hurts to say that,
Take his dick out your
but
mouth.
it's true.
Take
Oh,
it
please.
out.
That is the worst.
I can't understand what you're saying right now.
okay.
What is it to say?
Decent team.
Sean has
Lessam
Matt Ryan.
is a decent team. Decent quarterback. Got some relatively high upside, relatively high ceiling, high floor players. They've been overperforming, let's be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Grossly
You
overperforming.
but you can't say that Todd Gurley's been overperforming.
I mean,
because he was
he
number one
wasn't
overall
even
pick.
supposed to be that good.
But he
and
was number one,
suddenly he's
consensus
just
number one
playing
overall
well.
pick.
It's true.
Suddenly he's just playing. He wasn't even supposed to be that good.
Okay, but like,
I mean,
obviously Sean got
doesn't
very
make
lucky
any
with
sense.
James Conner.
Yeah, that was
Very
bullshit.
lucky.
I think we need to stop and talk about that because Sean had no
I
idea
don't
about
want to
James
talk
Conner.
about it. It hurts me to talk about
But
it.
he had
and
no
think
idea.
about
He
it.
actually stole that from Garrett.
Sean was probably about
He
as
did
drunk as me
actually.
at that point in the
Gareth
draft.
Gareth
and he was like,
confided.
oh.
Gareth confided in Sean at the draft that he wanted James Conner, and then Sean was just like, "Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
I'll take him."
And,
Really?
it's
Well,
true.
So Gareth got his revenge on Rick.
How so?
I don't think it's the
when
same.
when he picked up Matt Breeder.
I don't think Matt Breeder's been nearly as effective as James Conner though.
No, but
Yeah,
like,
so I
He
don't
was
think...
the leading rusher in the league for a little while. Just saying.
What, for 1 week?
Just saying.
Fair enough.
That's what I
Okay.
said.
I retract my
that
statement.
counts as a while.
okay, but we should also mention that Matt Breeder will be back relatively soon. We thought we had done his ACL. We
Yeah.
thought his ACL was done. He was done for the season. He was limping.
Yeah, we thought he pulled a Jimmy. We thought he pulled a Jimmy.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
But anyways, the San Francisco 49ers are going to get fucked this week. In a story. In a story.
And guys, that's about it. Do we have any concluding remarks? Well, I suppose we haven't predicted the result for the last. We keep on forgetting to predict the results. So
We predicted this one. I beat Mark by 10 points.
12.
12 points, I'll take it. I'll allow it.
If Doug Baldwin does anything. Imagine Doug Baldwin gets 3
okay,
tutties.
so guys, I mean,
No, I'd
okay.
be upset.
Okay, so Rick's here, so we have to call him as a winner. No one's played in the mashup so far.
True.
Rick, I back you.
I think
I
so.
would be. I mean,
Yeah.
it entirely comes down to Antonio Brown and DeAndre
Fuck
Hopkins.
Antonio Brown.
But we've already established that Ben Roethlisberger is horrible on the road, and therefore Antonio Brown cannot be good.
What about Nuke?
We should actually make a
Deshaun-
rule. We should make a rule in this league
Yeah.
that if you've played a stud,
You're not allowed
let's
to play
say
him
week
again.
4,
Yeah.
and someone trades for that stud, and then you verse him the next week, they can't play that same stud. Like, you can't play Antonio Brown
Fair.
2 weeks in a row
Let me make
against
a poll.
him.
Let me
Like,
make
come
a poll.
on.
Gareth,
Make a
can you
poll.
make the poll
You
for
can't
me?
do
'Cause
that.
You can also make polls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, it's established.
I think it's
His
Okay,
wide
guys,
receivers have
unethical,
been nullified.
It's immoral.
Okay, Rick, we're done with your matchup. You're going to win.
Alright, thank
Rick,
you.
Rick by 5, though. It's going to be quite close.
Oh, be lenient.
Nick versus Carl. Nick by 20.
I'll say Kyle by 30. Kyle by 30.
Come on, Rick.
Yeah,
Be the tiebreaker.
I'm going to go with Nicholas by 2.
Yes.
And they're both going to be under 70.
You just want to get invited back here, you asshole.
There's no way I'm not getting invited back here. It's
Oh,
okay.
guys, we haven't mentioned that Sean is playing a kicker against Brentrail. Brentrail doesn't have a kicker yet.
Respect to you, Ben
And
Troll.
you know what? We're going to give Brentrail the win for that.
Yep.
Brentrail, we give you the... I mean, well, here's
Well played.
Saquon that got, like, I mean, what a prediction. Brentrail wins after his running back.
Very
It's
easy to be
33.4
brave after
points.
that, I agree, but still, Giesi.
Yeah.
Yes.
We respect you.
We respect you, Brentrell, and we're going to give you the victory by 10 to end Sean's current winning streak. Although he's probably still, he's
Can we just talk about the one in Sean's lost con?
Okay, guys, quick. Okay, I just
Never forget.
this is pretty great. They're probably not enjoying it that much, but let's actually discuss. Let's just some predictions. Falcons, Bucks. Go, Chris.
Falcons.
Wow. Okay. Rick. Browns, Chargers.
Chargers.
Browns.
Jets, Colts. Okay. Oh, even remembering these.
Colts.
Yes.
Yes. Andrew Luck throws for how many yards and how many touchdowns?
450 yards, 4 tutties.
I'm going with the Jets. Sam Donald's my boy.
Okay. Raiders, Seahawks.
Seahawks. Raiders are shit.
Russell Wilson to hit Doug Baldwin for 5 touchdowns.
And I won't even be mad.
Very likely.
Yes, you will.
Probably
You
could be.
will.
You'll
Mostly
be.
mad
You'll
with
be
us.
very mad.
I would probably be crying myself to sleep if I ever fall asleep.
Redskins, Panthers.
Skins.
It's actually quite interesting.
Panthers. Obvious.
No.
call
I'm
the
going to go with
Skins.
the Panthers.
I called the Skins because I'm racist.
Okay,
Go for it.
Texans, Bills. Texans.
Are we really even going to talk about that?
Vikings, Cardinals.
Vikings.
Can we talk about the chosen one? No one has. I know this is a fantasy. This is a fantasy podcast.
But the Chosen Rosen.
Podcast. But the chosen Rosen, he's the man.
I also like Chosen Rosen.
Okay,
I like
Bengals, Steelers. Hey guys, is Juju gonna knock? What's that guy's name? Vontae's Burfict the fuck out again.
Ooh, that was
Revenge
cool.
game.
That was cool.
That
and
would
then,
be exciting.
And then stand up
I feel
over
that they
it.
should make this game as their final game of the season every single year because it's just like there's nothing better than revenge.
Yeah. And they don't care about injuring anyone because the Bengals are usually not in the playoff picture, so they're just going to snap some knees
So-
and stuff.
Dolphins, Bears. No one cares about that. Oh, but the fucking Bears. Okay.
Or the Bears.
Did we actually call, do we
I think the
decide who's
Bears are
going to win
gonna
between the Bengals and the Steelers? Because
Uh,
I'm going Bengals.
Steelers.
Bengals.
Oh, Bengals. Bengals. Bings. Bingies.
We all go Bengals.
Yeah,
So
there we
mix.
go.
Go to the
Cool.
mix.
Sorry,
Just
Ben
go to the
Dolphins,
mix.
Bears. We all going Bears.
100%.
Bears.
We all going Bears.
And when we
Rams,
say
Broncos,
Bears-
we all go Rams.
With Bears, we actually mean we're going with Khalil Mack.
Yes.
That's about
The
it.
one-man team. Sorry,
Very
John
true.
Gruden. You're an idiot.
Yep.
Very true.
John Gruden. You know what you did? You did a cow.
You did a
You
cow.
just
You did a me.
equate Khalil Mack to Mike Evans. You just gave him away. Okay, Titans, Ravens. God, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Let's just not give a prediction. We all hate that game.
Yeah.
No offense, Gareth.
Mariota
All
will
offense.
probably win.
Okay, Jags, Cowboys. That's pretty exciting.
Jags.
Jags.
Jags off.
Despite Zeke going off.
Okay.
Dak Prescott is going to die.
Let's make a prediction.
He is going to die.
How many interceptions is Dak Prescott going to throw?
No, how many sack fumbles? 2 sack fumbles.
And 3 interceptions.
One of them's going for 6. Yeah, 3 ins.
3 ins.
Jesus.
And
Christ,
about
that is-
7 sacks.
That's pretty fucking hectic. Patriots, Chiefs. I'm pretty excited.
2 of those are sack fumbles, obviously.
And then okay, so that's the last game of the day. Primetime Patriots, Chiefs. Fuck, that is an exciting game.
That
That
is-
must have been a flex.
I think-
I might stay up for that
think
game.
that's-
I think the
flex
Patriots
game.
are going to win that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
And then guys, game
Julian
of the week.
Edelman is going off, I think.
Game of the week. Chris, you're gonna have to wait until Monday for your entire team to play. Basically, Packers, 49ers.
It's going to be very awkward,
Packy
actually. Yeah.
49ers Monday Night Football. We might do a little sneaky video for Monday Night Football.
I might just watch the whole game and then call in sick the next day at work.
that sounds like a great plan.
You can't. Can you call in sick?
Well, it would be a Tuesday.
Shane can't. It's leave. Okay.
Seriously?
So, yeah. Fuck America. Okay.
Hot man.
So I think that concludes our podcast. Our NFL Sunday podcast.
Thank you for joining us, everybody, in
Thank you, everyone,
the
for joining.
outside studio, the garden studio.
Yeah. We'd like to thank our special guest Rick.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for making an appearance.
yes.
And
We look
and
we
fetching
look
us
forward
beers.
to seeing you on many future video podcasts.
I look forward to being there.
in the garden studio.
Yes.
So, as they say in Green Bay,
We wear cheeseheads.
we wear cheeseheads.
We wear cheese heads. Go Lions.
Okay, there. No, that's where we cut the video.
Woo! Oh, you're not even going to stand up without your pants on.
Oh shit.
Yeah.